Hello everyone, this is the Shitcoin Detective and let me show you what I've been working on in the past few weeks. So when it comes to rating tokens, pointing out if something is a scam is somewhat easy. You know, you have to look if the liquidity is unlocked, for example, it became the scam immediately because they can rug pull it anytime. Or, you know, assigning a scam rating to a certain token. So I had the trouble assessing tokens which are doing things that are not really honest. But I couldn't tell that, you know, if this is a scam or this is not a scam. So I've been working on a system. It's a soft piece of software which would use some knowledge and some experiences, and it would rate a token based on some factual data. So yeah, this is now at version 0.3. I don't think it's ready to be released, but I will be continuing to working on this system, and when it's ready to be released, then I will probably make this available on a website. So yeah, let's take a look. I'm going to analyze 4 or 5 tokens that I actually owned, or you know, they are well-known tokens, and let's see what the system is going to rate them. So this is Space Corgi. I have this token. I bought it almost at launch. So yeah, it's a token with they want to make a payment system for an application, and yeah, I took their numbers. So basically it has a tax for the liquidity pool of 3% and the redistribution tax of 1%. Its goal is not very difficult to achieve, and it has a real use case. I took the burn value, the locked liquidity, and so on. And the software is telling me that this token is 59% safe. So I have to take a little bit of leap of faith when buying it, but you know, 59% is all right. Now this is, yeah, about this rating. This percentage that it gives you, it's a brutally honest rating system. There will be tokens which will, you know, you have and you made money on, and the rating of the token will be 0% or, you know, 10% or something like that. And I am fine with this. I think if, for example, if a token has minting enabled, then the rating of the trust rating of the token should be 0%, because you have to put absolute trust in the developer when buying that token. So with that in mind, let's move on to next token which I'm going to run the system on, which is Safemoon. So this is Safemoon, 5% tax, redistribution tax. For the rating, it takes these into account. So the locked liquidity is 86%, and here is the lock time. That one is also taken into account. Now Safemoon has been selling the liquidity pool, which will reduce the rating, but it had also 0% pre-scale, which is pre-sale is going to reduce the rating as well, so this will increase the rating. So yeah, with this in mind, it gives you a few notes that the liquidity pool burn rate is low, so this can be a long-term rug pull, and indeed, if you know, 4 years from now they might rug pull the token. So it's just being honest. I'm not saying that they will do it, but it's a possibility that will happen. So with this in mind, Safemoon has a rating of 42%. All right. So let's move on to another token. This is Sheep token. I have Sheep token. I bought it at launch. So yeah, this is they have a website, and I don't know why I don't have the website open, but this is their white paper. So yeah, these are the token name. This is the ID. There's 3% tax, 3% redistribution, 3% for the liquidity pool. Doesn't really have a real use case. They say they will have one, but it doesn't have one now. So That's also the marketing is absolutely terrible. They haven't been gaining any new users since launch. So yeah, it has 98% of the liquidity is locked, and the lock time is only for 3 months. This will reduce the rating quite a lot because yeah, the longer you lock it, the more trust I give to your tokens, and also the burn and the dev wallet and the marketing wallet. Right now, the token has a rating of 28%, but actually this lock comes from the white paper, and 2 months passed since the launch. So right now the realistic lock time is only 30 days, which gives you a rating of 10% trust rating, which is very low. I'm going to reassess whether or not I want to keep this token actually in my wallet because of the rating is very low. So this is test token, do not buy. Yeah, it's a token which in my opinion, has a very high trust rating because I will explain in a moment why. But yeah, so they have fake, YouTube videos where Tom Cruise explaining that you shouldn't buy the token. They're using reverse psychology on the token, and they're trying to add the real use case. So that's going to increase the token's rating. But in general, this is going to increase it a lot. That they burn the liquidity pool. 100% of it is burned. It's not locked, and they only kept 5% of the initial token rating. So with these two in mind, the rating of a token will be quite high, 75%. So yeah, it's one of the safest tokens out there, where you don't have to really trust the developer for taking your money because they don't have a mechanism to do so. So, all right. Let's take a look at the latest token which I want to analyze, which is something that has been launched on KuCoin right now. So this is called Seed Swap. I don't know if it has a website or not because it's not gonna matter too much. As you can see, the tokens are unlocked. So I methodically went on and put everything here, and yeah, I cannot actually tell you how much the tax is because the contract is not disclosed, and I don't know if it has a website or not. But let's just go with 5% tax and redistribution. Doesn't really matter because here's the thing: LP is unlocked, likely a rugpull, resulting 0% trust rating. So yeah, the software tells you shouldn't trust this token. So yeah, I've been working on this for a while, and I think the next step will be that I want to take into account how long a token has been on the market, because most of the scam tokens live only for a very short amount of time, a few days or so. So my next running test is that I'm looking at 100 tokens, and I want to see how fast they are rugpulled or exit scammed in any way. So I want to take into account a few things. For example, one is that renouncement of the ownership, how much that is going to affect the token's safety, and also the lifetime of the token, how long a typical scam is alive. So I can take these into account, and out of let's say 100 take a token which has been alive for 2 weeks, it's much less likely that it's a scam, that something has been rug-pulled in the first 2 hours. So with that in mind, this is what I've been working on. I hope you find this video useful. I don't consider these ratings to be final, so Safemoon with their 42% or the sheep token with their 10%, they can increase it, they can decrease it. At launch, this rating was higher because the lock wasn't really expiring. But for example, if when this lock expires and they would burn the LP, then you know, if they would go ahead and the lock expires and the lock becomes 0% and they would go ahead and burn that 98% token, then the rating of the token would jump from 10% to 62%. So it's not set in stone, it's gonna improve, or it can the rating can become lower once the unlocking of the LP is coming closer. So with this in mind, this has been the Shitcoin Detective. I will continue working on this and keep you updated. I will use this to rate real projects for the future. So there will be videos where I will talk about real projects and assign a percentage rating for them. Take care, everyone. Safe trading.